nice new. Sir, I'm going to need to see your license. If you're going to be going through our DUI checkpoint, it's required by law that you answer our questions. We have a legal reason to be asking you to comply with our lawful orders, and so far you've given us nothing that would be able to allow us to let you through. I need a valid California driver's license, and I need answers to the questions. So this is a DUI checkpoint. I am Officer Halliday, LAPD. Do you have a valid license to drive in the state of California?
I don't answer questions.
If you don't answer questions, we cannot allow you to go through our DUI checkpoint. I have to ask if you've had any alcohol or drugs, anything that would impair your ability to drive. They're very simple questions. They are lawful orders, and I do need them. At this point, you're not complying with the lawful order of the Los Angeles police officer. Is there any reason why you cannot show a valid license at this time?
I don't answer questions.
That was not the question. I said, is there any reason why you cannot provide a lawful driver's license at this time? I'm not asking you a question. I need that driver's license. Can you present a driver's license at this time?
I do not answer
If
questions.
you do not have a valid California driver's license, I'm going to have to ask you to step out of the car. Would step out for me, sir?
I haven't committed any crimes. I'm not doing that.
Would step out?
Please stop touching my vehicle.
What's your name, sir?
I don't answer questions.
Okay, I'm Sergeant Aoki with the Los Angeles Police Department. Okay, this is a checkpoint / California driver's license for DUI, a checkpoint to check for DUI, and also driver's license. Sir, you're going to have to comply, okay, with this checkpoint. You understand?
I don't answer questions.
Okay.
If I've not been accused of a crime, please allow me to go on my way. Thank you. Thank you.
No, stop. Stop the vehicle. We are not allowed. You're not going to leave this checkpoint. Okay? You're going to step out of the vehicle, or you're going to comply. Do you understand?
I don't answer questions. I thought he was moving his vehicle for me.
No, he's not moving his vehicle because you're not free to leave.
Okay, I thought he was moving his vehicle for me.
Mike.
Yeah.
Sir, what's your name?
I don't answer questions.
Okay, I'm going to explain something to you right now. Okay, there's two options here, and only two options. You're going to step out of the vehicle, or we're going to break the window and we're going to take you out of the vehicle.
I haven't committed any crimes.
I'm giving you your two options.
I'm asking you if you're accused of a crime. Am I under arrest? I don't understand why you're threatening me.
You're right now. You're being legally detained at a DUI / driver's license checkpoint.
You suspect me of a crime is all I'm asking you. I'm asking you if you suspect me of a crime, please tell me what it is.
Sir, you must comply. Do you understand?
Don't answer questions.
Okay, alright. Like I said, you have two options right now. Okay? You're going to comply, you're going to drop the window, you're going to listen to the officers, we're going to have you step out of the vehicle, or we're going to break the window.
I don't understand why you're threatening to break my vehicle.
Okay, those are the only options I'm giving you right now.
Simply asking you for
Do you understand? Do you understand? Yes or no?
Do
you understand?
Please take your hand off my vehicle.
Do you understand?
I'm asking you if you're asking.
Okay.
Are you accusing me of a crime? And if so, am I under arrest for some crime?
You're being legally detained right now.
A
Okay?
detainment is an arrest, as you well know, and I'm asking you if I'm
Well,
under.
you're not legally.
Am I under arrest
Listen,
Am I under arrest?
you will be if we break this window and we remove you. Because you are not complying with the police officer's
Am
order
I under arrest?
at a legal checkpoint. Do you understand?
I'm asking you, if this is an arrest, and I'm asking you, what crime are you charging me?
If you do not step out of the vehicle, you will be
Please stop
arrested.
threatening me. And
You will be arrested.
Please stop threatening me and answer the question. What am I being arrested for? What is the crime?
You are not complying with the orders of a police officer. Lawful orders. Okay?
Right, sir, Lieutenant Loomis, we are going to take our pin and break your window, and we're going to take you out of the vehicle, and you'll be detained to verify your license and your sobriety.
Nobody's asked me for my license. Nobody's asked me a thing.
Yes, we need to see your license,
For the
and
purpose
you need to roll the window down so the officer can determine that you are able to operate a motor vehicle safely, as we are doing with everyone that's on this
a
checkpoint.
license is what you're arrested.
Driver's license. You don't have a driver's license, you don't have a form to show us, then we would probably still ask you to come out of the vehicle unless you have
Well, I
something
don't want to come
else.
out like, I mean, there's no reason for me to come out of the vehicle. So you want to see if
Show
I
us
have a
some
valid license. Is
identification
that what
or
you're asking
license
me?
or ID so we can run you and see if you have a valid license to drive your vehicle. If not,
Do you have some reason to suspect that I don't?
we ask this of everyone who comes to the checkpoint. As we said before, you saw the sign coming
I
up,
don't
you
know if
told me
that's
that on
accurate
your
because a
video
lot of
tape,
vehicles
and I'm
went through and
explaining
didn't
to
get
you.
stopped.
You asked me to explain it to you, and I am. Sobriety, driver's license, checkpoint. You have a license you would like to show me at this time.
Show me this license. I'm not surrendering anything.
I need to look at it to get the number.
All right, I feel like you've stolen that from me.
Can you take that, Mauricio?
Just don't go away with it.
Run the name and see if it's a valid license. Also, if there's a California driver's license attached to it. And the next step is the officer who first spoke with you also needs to determine that you are able to drive a motor vehicle safely, since it is a sobriety checkpoint. If you refuse to submit to that, then, like I stated when I first began speaking to you, you will then have to crack your window and remove you from the vehicle.
For the purpose of what?
As I just said, to ensure that you're able to drive a motor vehicle safely and not under the influence of drugs or alcohol.
How are you going to determine?
And it's hard for you to understand when you're speaking to me and you can't hear me at the same time you're speaking. Okay? So the purpose is, again, as you had it explained to you several times, we can play it back on tape for you if you would like, is to ensure that you are not under the influence of alcohol or drugs. Do you understand that?
I don't answer the question.
Of course you're not going to say anything. I understand that. I understand the reason why you're doing what you're doing, but you have to understand the reasons why we are doing what we are doing, and it can all be over and done with, and you'll be on your way. That's up to you.
This vehicle is not registered, so we don't know if it has a valid plate on it.
Right, and the other reason I saw your license plate, that's not a valid license plate.
You didn't stop me for a reason.
No, but that's something that brought my attention to your vehicle while the officer was speaking to you. So it's something that also we have to check to ensure is valid.
Why do you have a reason to believe it's not valid?
Yes,
Please tell me what the reason
you
is.
don't have a license plate on the rear of your car.
Does that mean that the vehicle's not properly registered?
Possible.
Possible? Does
And
it?
that's why we do a check. If you don't submit to investigation, then we have to do what we need to do to legally ensure that you are able to drive your motor vehicle safely and that your vehicle is registered and everything else has been told to you in the last 10 minutes.
So now you want some other piece of information from me.
No, we can check that. We can get that information from your vehicle. But right now, I'm waiting for your license.
I gave
I know, we're waiting for your license to be done. That's what we're waiting for now.
Please take
So
your
we're
hand off
waiting
my
for you to
vehicle.
step out of the vehicle.
Really, I don't want you to touch my vehicle.
You do not roll the window down to submit to the test that the officer asked you to ensure that you are not under the influence, then we cannot let you leave the checkpoint. So until you roll the window down to a point where the officer can
Oh, I
determine
see.
that,
So all these other items, that doesn't really matter either.
we ask for the license and we check to see if you're under the influence. We have a piece of ID that we're looking at right now. Since it wasn't, say, California, now we have to check that further. But the reason why we're doing that is because you were unwilling to roll your window down so the officer could do the very minimal, which was to check your sobriety level. See if you needed to be evaluated, which you may not need to be evaluated. If it doesn't look like you're under the influence and you're able to drive your motor vehicle safely, then you'll be free to go. Unless your driver's license goes back invalid. Okay, Okay, so you have your VIN obscured, and that becomes another issue with us trying to determine why you do not have a California plate on the rear of your vehicle.
Okay.
And you've
Now,
done
let me
that,
ask you-
looks like you've done that on purpose, unless you have something that's blocking that view that we could ask you to remove so we could see the VIN.
And this
Would
is
you
for-
like to remove that or no?
And this is for the purpose
Would you
of-
like to remove that or no?
Well,
Would you like to remove that or no? Would you like to remove that or no? I guess that's a no.
Sir, do you live in California?
I'd rather not answer any questions.
Okay, because you know driving is a privilege, not a right, correct?
I just don't want to answer the
You know
questions.
the vehicle has to be registered. You know you have to have license plates on there with valid jobs on there, valid registration. Do you know that?
I don't want to answer any questions. That's all right.
1.30 KMA. Can you send a return to my
Just getting some water. We flip out. Is there any way to expedite this?
Sure, step out of the car.
I'm afraid to do that.
Why? We're videotaping the whole thing. We're not going to hurt you.
So are you. If you comply, there's not going to be any issues.
So far, is that my license there?
Sir, you still aren't complying with our orders. Okay?
Do I
You're driving a vehicle that has no license plate, no registration.
You can ask me, you can request of me, but I don't work for your company, so I'm not in that hierarchy. See, you have to follow the orders of those appointed above you, but I don't work for you. So you can't give me an
I'm not
order.
asking you to work for me, sir.
No, you're trying to give me an order, but I don't work in that hierarchy. I mean,
Okay.
you have to report to those above you. Is it correct?
Okay.
And they have to report to those
Okay,
above them. You can
okay,
ask
these
me.
are-
You can
these-
ask me a question. You can,
But you're not answering them. You're not answering the question. You're not providing the proof of registration. Where's your license plate, sir? Where is this vehicle registered?
Are you a traveler? Just out of curiosity.
I've been on a road trip.
No. Well, not.
I would like to know the status of my license.
Well, we're checking on that, sir, but like
What
I
is it you're
said,
checking on? Please take your hand out of my vehicle.
there's only going to be two ways that we're going to resolve this issue,
This is a
sir.
private vehicle. I'm afraid. I mean, I don't want you to touch any of my things. Please stop touching my vehicle. I mean, I don't. This is completely inappropriate. What your man is doing here.
What is he doing?
His hands inside my vehicle.
Sir,
It was inside my. I'm sorry. I have to go. I mean, please. This is freaking me out. What you're doing right here. Okay. I think you're I think your man is exacerbating. I think your man is exacerbating this situation. I've asked him to at least remove his hand, and he appears to be exacerbating the situation. So, do you have a supervisor here?
You were just talking to one.
Well, how would I know that? Is this a supervisor? Is a supervisor?
He's a supervisor.
Excuse me. Are you a supervisor?
yes.
Well, then
So is
please.
he. He's a supervisor also.
Well, then I would like to see your supervisor because if you're not going to ask your man to, I mean, I feel threatened by this man's hand inside my vehicle.
His hand is not in your vehicle, sir.
Pulled over, guys.
Please take your hand out of my vehicle.
Well,
I am.
7870 Mullen Place.
I am afraid now.
So why won't you step out of the car?
I am most afraid of that.
Why?
Why?
Why are you afraid?
There's witnesses driving by
Come
on
on.
videotaping
Come
the
on.
whole thing. We're not going to hurt you. We just want to talk to you. We want to complete our investigation, and then if everything's fine, you'll be on your way. So, what reason would you have for not wanting to step out of the car?
I feel threatened by all of this.
Well, Because this is a legal checkpoint and you are not complying with our orders. We don't do this with every vehicle that comes through here. There are very, 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 very few vehicles or people that we deal with that ever come to this point. I've only dealt with one other person that's done this. Okay, one. I've been doing checks, DUI / driver's license checkpoints for 6 years, and I've only dealt with one other person, and you are the second person that we've had to put 2 vehicles in between your, outside of your vehicles to make sure you don't go anywhere. Okay. The last person, we had to break the window, and we had to, and the person stepped out. So it's very simple.
I don't understand why you're
step out of the vehicle, or we're going to break the window and we're going to remove you from the vehicle. Because you are not complying with our orders.
The order to step out. If you don't step out, we're going to take you out. What was the purpose of stepping out?
Because, for one, this is a DUI, sobriety checkpoint, okay, driving under the influence. You're not complying with those that the officer couldn't check you, okay? You weren't providing your driver's license. We don't know. You're not providing proof of registration on this vehicle. The VIN is covered. Okay, there's no license plates on this vehicle.
I'm just asking what your cause is. You suspect me of getting some sort of... And you've yet to answer. You've yet to say, this is what I suspect you of, and this is why. I've answered that since the beginning.
Sir, where do you, like I said, how long have you been in California? Driving in California is a privilege, not a right. Okay?
I'm talking about the stop. You're talking about something way extending this stop.
Well, part of this stop is to check for valid driver's license, okay? And the other portion of it is to check for driving under the influence of drug or alcohol.
I don't submit to any searches without some sort of probable cause.
So are you a resident in California?
I don't want to answer any questions.
Because if you're a resident in California, the vehicle code says you shall submit to a sobriety checkpoint. That's one of the laws we have in California. So whether you're a resident of Florida or California, it really doesn't matter. California, it says that we have the right to conduct checkpoints, and you have to submit to a checkpoint. So right there, you're breaking the law just by not submitting to a checkpoint.
Do you understand?
I don't answer questions. I don't want to answer any questions.
You can't make it any more simpler.
Okay, sir, like I said, it's going to end 2 ways.
I hear you threatening.
That's all I'm going to say.
I hear you threatening.
That's all I'm going to say. I've already explained to you the 2 options. Okay? You're already breaking the law by not...
What law am I breaking?
You're not complying with the lawful order of a police officer.
That is not a law. If you can tell me what statute number that refers to or some sort of law, I didn't mean to listen to it, but there is no law.
Sir Carmody, what section is that? 28 what?
2800.
No, checkpoint. 2814.2 of the California Vehicle Code. There you go. There's the law. Now step out.
In state of Florida versus often.
You're not in Florida. You're in California.
Case law applies everywhere.
You're in California, right?
I don't want to answer.
Unfortunately, we don't listen to Florida state law. We listen to California
Please take your
law.
equipment out of my vehicle. This is inappropriate because you smoked it. You're smelling like marijuana. That's this is unacceptable. This is really unacceptable.
Hey, just so you know, I got that much left in my camera.
Don't answer questions. There's another supervisor here. The other one just walked away.
You're just talking to a supervisor.
I would like to speak to another one over that same line. He seemed to have walked away.
You will. As soon as we have you out of the car, you'll be able to talk to a supervisor.
I don't see any reason.
We asked very politely. We tried to be very cordial with you.
There's no reason for me to
We
step
explained
out.
the situation, and at this point,
There's no reason
we
to step
seem to be at an impasse.
There's no reason for me to step out.
You're right. There's no reason that we should be at this point. You should just step out, we can talk to you, and if you're sober, you'd be on your way. You would have been wherever you want to go at this point.
This is clearly about another issue because I can articulate myself quite well.
All right, so real quick, I'm going to read the bottom of your license, okay? It says, operation of a motor vehicle constitutes consent to any sobriety test required by law. Okay, this is a sobriety checkpoint, sir. So right on your Florida license, it says that. So please step out. Okay, we're going to break the window. All right?
So you'd like me to step out?
Get ready.
Is that what you're suggesting?
Come on out. Just a moment, please. Step out of the vehicle.
Yes, I'm coming. Yes, absolutely.
Step out of the vehicle.
No, excuse me.
Step out of the vehicle. Step out of the vehicle. Turn around. Turn around. Step out of the vehicle.
Ow, 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 ow,
Relax, relax,
ow,
relax.
ow, my, ow, excuse, ow,
Relax.
ow, ow, my,
Relax.
I can't, my left, ow,
Relax.
ow, 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 the left wrist, please, oh God, please, make it a little looser, please.
Sir.
Oh, this is real,
We'll loosen it up in a second here.
Yeah, for those radio right there.
Am I under arrest at this point? Ow! What is the charge?
Yes, you are.
I'm sorry?
You are in arrest, sir.
I don't know what,
There we go, babe.
Excuse me, I have asked for this left cuff to be loosened up.
As soon as he finishes his, as soon as he finishes his search.
Relax.
You know this is unnecessary. This is, come on.
Relax. I'm going to do it. Relax.
Listen right now.
Relax.
Come on.
Sir. Relax, relax. Spread your legs. Spread your legs. Spread your legs. Spread your legs.
Spread your legs, sir.
All right, he's gonna lock them now so that they can't get any tighter. Okay.
Excuse me, those are prescription lenses.
He's gonna check you right now.
He had the glasses, I'll put them on his table here so you don't get broken.
Those are prescription lenses.
We heard you. They're going to be put on the table so you're not broken.
What is it you're having me do?
Put your feet together.
But what kind of? I don't understand your random orders.
Put your feet
If you asked me to suck your dick, would you want me to do that too? I don't understand what
Sir,
you're asking me to do.
why would you verbally assault this officer?
I didn't verbally assault him. I simply asked him very,
vulgar
very...
language to him. He's
I
being
didn't assault him. What I
he's
asked...
being very polite to you. He's just asking you to do something.
Yes, but to what end?
Why would you abuse the officer
To
like
what
that?
end?
You know what? Fuck it. It's a refusal.
All right.
How much weed are you smoking? How much weed have you smoked tonight?
Here's your glasses on the table.
May I have them on my face, please?
You're not until they finish the evaluation. If you send them the evaluation, then you can pull up the...
Thank you.
You're gonna comply?
I've yet to hear anything reasonable asked of me.
Are you gonna comply?
To what? Nothing reasonable has been asked of me.
I'm gonna do a field sobriety
Is-
test. Do you want to take the field sobriety test?
Could you please put this...
Do you want to take the field sobriety test? Sorry.
I don't want to answer any questions. Could you please put my glasses on my face more properly, please?
Sir, they look pretty straight.
They're off on the right here, please. Come on. Thank you. Thank you.
Hold still.
Thank you. Who's the CO here? May I speak to whoever the supervisor is here? I'm sorry.
One more down.
I couldn't see you.
No?
So you're a supervisor.
I'm a lieutenant, yes.
I don't know what rank. I don't know what
I've
that.
just told you twice. I told you the car.
Yeah, but I don't know what that means. I'm asking if you're in
I'm
charge.
sorry, you don't understand that. What is it you need?
I just letting the procedure is here.
Well, we're trying to determine if you're under the influence of drugs or alcohol, and we're also trying to determine if you have a valid license to drive a motor vehicle in California.
Have you determined that with the license yet?
We're unable to determine some of the information because you weren't able to speak to us. I don't know, maybe you're able to give us some statements now as to how long you've been in California. If you've established residency, then you need to have a driver's license in California. Your Florida license only gives you driving privileges for so long once you've been in another state outside of Florida. You have to do the proper procedures with the DMV, with the state you're residing in.
Okay, but as of right now, have you checked to make sure that that's valid? You said that was one of your concerns.
Your Florida license is.
Okay,
How long have you been in California?
I don't want to answer any
Exactly.
questions.
So I can't verify any of that information. As of right now, it looks like, from what you're telling us, you probably do not have a valid license to drive in California.
Do you
so
have
therefore, you're an unlicensed driver. So therefore, you would get a citation for 1200 ABC. That's a vehicle code.
Do you have reason to believe that my Florida license is not valid?
I just stated that your Florida license is not valid in California if you live in California and you have residency. You must seek a California driver's license.
Okay, and I hear what you're saying. Do you have reason to believe that I live in California?
I have no idea. You're not answering my questions.
Okay, well.
So therefore, you're basically acquiescing to the fact that you are unlicensed in California.
I'm not acquiescing to that at all.
You'd not be able to refute it with the information. So
you can say
asked me to explain.
You can say I have blue hair, but that doesn't make me have blue hair.
I'm just explaining to you. You're most likely going to be cited for 12500A, and we're also going to verify that your sobriety level is not above 0.08 due to alcohol, or that you're not intoxicated due to other drugs.
All right, so I'm going to read this to you. You want to take the field sobriety test?
No, thank you.
Okay, the
I
field sobriety test
don't
will be...
consent to any searches.
Listen. The field sobriety test is to be given to determine the extent to which alcohol and or drugs have impaired your mental and physical processes. Your refusal to submit to all or part of the test will be commented on in court, and a jury will be instructed that your refusal may show a consciousness of guilt. Will you take a field sobriety test?
Saying I didn't keep up.
You answer the officer's question, and then you can ask me some questions.
Sorry, I don't want to answer any questions.
Will you take a field sobriety test?
I don't wish to answer any questions.
We're looking to see if you have a California driver's license. Because you stated that you're questioning my question as to, are you licensed in California? So now we have a wallet where generally reasonable people keep a driver's license or ID. That's what we're looking for.
So you're assuming I live in California?
You have a card for a concealed weapon. Do you have any weapons inside your vehicle?
I don't want to answer any questions.
Yes, let me read it to you. Concealed weapon or firearm license, state of Florida.
Sounds like the guy lives in Florida.
Sir, are you sick or learned to the care of a doctor? Are you any type of physical defect? Pilot's license.
Can't answer any questions.
Don't forget to report to the FAA when you get convicted of DUI because you're required by FAA to do that.
That license gets revoked as well.
I'm sorry, say again?
Exactly what the officer just said. Your IDs, you got credit cards.
Excuse me, I'm going to need some water, please.
Sorry?
I'm going to need some water, please.
Okay. You get that once you get to the jail facility.
You want to tell me what these 2 joints you want?